saw it, I think I screamed.
So tell us about when you decided to write this movie, what was going on with you at that time? Did you just have this all of a sudden this idea? Or
Kind
were
of,
you
yeah.
planning
It was not too long after we premiered Sunblocked, and the director, Jessica Cook, and we were sitting down, and she wrote Sunblocked, and so it was kind of decided that I would write the next film. So we wanted to go the complete opposite direction of Sunblocked. Sunblocked was like a light comedy, you know, just like a little funny. So we wanted to do drama, and so we decided to go with a suspense drama. So there's a little mystery element to it, some surprises. So I sat down, and I've been writing since I was little. I've written stories and everything, like I love it. And so I just started, and I just didn't stop. I just kept going. I just kept getting ideas. And if I got it, like, I'd call Jess. I'd be like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And she's like, "Oh my God, that's awesome!" So I just like put it in, and I finished the script in 2 months, which is very unheard of in the screenwriting world.
Wow, I think your experiences have helped you
I
do
think
that,
so.
because when you're on a set, you know what's going on, and so that helps you with camera direct and angles and direction and all of that.
Yeah, it definitely helps. It really does.
And so you're producing it too. So so obviously you're not in every single scene where you can step back and see what's going on.
In Sunblocked, the whole film was kind of focused on my character, so I had to be in like every scene. I actually produced Sunblocked too. It was kind of accidental. Not accidental, but it just kind of happened.
Okay.
So then for this one, but this time I actually have help, which is so nice. My assistant producer, Bailey Ritchie, has been amazing with helping. So.
Well, I understand that someone huge in Hollywood got wind of your movie.
Yeah, I was so excited.
Come on, tell us who it is.
One of our actors, Jim Hammond, was down in New York, and he bumped into this famous actor, and they started talking about the film, and he mentioned us, and they were talking about his character in it, and he said he really liked it, and oh my gosh, it was on cloud nine.
So he read the script.
He did not read the script.
Okay.
We have the script under like
a lock and key.
Pretty much. We had to have everybody sign a waiver. They will not, give away any big parts of it or do it like, because there is a huge mystery to it, so we don't want the ending to be.
So Jim Hammond.
Yes.
He was discussing it.
He was. He gave him pretty much the outline of what he could tell, and he said he liked it, yes. The actor was Al Pacino.
Al Pacino likes your movie.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
It took a while to sink in, and then after I was just like, oh my God.
He should go to the premiere.
I don't know if he will. That would be awesome if he could,
send it
but
to him. Definitely send it to him. A copy.
I think
of the movie.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll see. Hopefully he remembers. I mean, I'm sure he gets hit with stuff like that all the time, but.
So tell us what's going on in this movie that you want our viewers to know.
Well, first
tease them.
Well, first of all, what is definitely different about this film is, unlike Sunblocked, where we had about maybe 5 people doing crew and everything, we had 0 budget. We had a pretty nice camera. It's not quite the best we could have had, but we had like 0, no
maybe
crew.
Your next movie you'll have the best camera.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Well, for this film, what's great about Mark of the Dog Rose is it has totally been kicked up a notch. We have over 50 people working on this project. We have a crew who does lighting, sound, we've got PAs, we've got producers, so it's really, really great. We have a slightly bigger budget, not too much more, but we've gotten a ton of great locations, and we just have so many people working on this. We've got so many actors, amazing, talented actors on this.
So when you get a location, you have to get a permit?
Not necessarily. We just have to have permission from the owner. I mean, if it's something that we haven't, fortunately, encountered any locations that required a permit, which
like
is
streets being shut down.
Yes, we don't have to do any of that.
Just
so
it's all indoors.
Fortunately, yeah, we would have to. No, it's actually there are some outdoors, but you just need to get permission from the right people to do that.
Okay.
So it's fine.
So you have a scout, a person that's looking.
That would be moi.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's one of the roles of producer. They find the location. So
Right.
I did that. I've had a lot of help from the casting crew, though. Some of them really, really great. I know we have one of our actors, John Lindsay. He got us so many locations, and our assistant producer Bailey has been really helpful as well. So yeah,
Very good.
So grateful to be having so much help, because with Sunblocked it was like pretty much like Jess and I doing everything, and now, I mean, we still do a lot obviously, but we have a lot of help now, and it just really makes a difference.
Do you have any overnight scenes, or are you just
Couple. We do
okay.
have a couple that are going to be at night and probably go pretty late into the night. So, but it goes with the territory.
That's right. You're used to it.
I
Especially
am.
with that dress. that
Yeah.
dress
Social Network was overnight too, and I was in the middle of classes. It was like fall semester, and I had my midterms, and basically would do that, go to class. I ended up skipping a lot of the classes, but I was tired, and it went to a 3-day shoot, so I was exhausted after that as well.
So your parents must be extremely proud of you,
They
because you
are.
held on to your passion.
They are. My mom and my grandparents are. I joke my papa's like my #1 fan, and they were just like, when I first showed them the magazine that had Bride Wars, and I was in it, they were just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were very proud.
Yeah, they should be. And I mean, you obviously have really done the work, and you're dedicated.
It's not easy, and it does take a lot of work. I really don't think people truly understand how much work goes into making a movie. I mean, a 30-second scene could take 12 hours to film. You know, it's a lot of work. It's, you know, a lot of effort. You really do need some determination and patience.
And so, is your movie going to be a feature film?
Yes, it's a full-length feature. I think it's almost 2 hours. It'll probably be a little under that, but
Okay, so 120.
yeah, a little
Plus.
probably more like an hour and like 40 minutes, 45.
So your dream is to win an award then with
I
this.
would
So
love to win an award. I think when I was like, you know, 4 or 5 years old, I was practicing my Oscars. But for Mark of the Dog Rose, we are totally planning on submitting it to a bunch of different film festivals, and fingers crossed it does well, which I think it will. I think we have such a great crew and a great cast.
Well, it
It's gonna do well.
sounds like your movie may have a series. You know, your Sunblock did, but it sounds like this movie here.
No, we haven't.
Maybe a
We
series?
haven't talked about a sequel. I think we want to leave it as is. The story, I don't think, really needs to be continued. I mean, there is the possibility, and I guess there is enough material to make it, and where we leave the story, it could have a sequel, but I think as of now, we're not planning on one.
So you said there are a lot of surprises in it. Can you
There
give us?
are.
Can you give us a little hint?
I can't, because I don't want to give anything away or hint to anything. I want people to go in there totally unexpecting and just.
But they're
happens.
unexpected surprise. Like really, you're going to knock the
Some
socks
of them,
off
some of them.
people.
I remember when I was letting some people read the script when I was still working on it. They were just at the end like, I was not expecting that, and I was like, good, that is what I want.
Is there a twist?
There's a little twist.
in the movie. Okay.
There is a little twist. A couple little twists, actually. I like twists.
Well, yeah, because people are thinking one thing, and they're going to leave thinking about that movie. That's what you want.
The idea.
That's what
That
you
is
hope.
definitely the idea. And one of the things about this film that I really, really, really like is that we decided we don't want to go for the Hollywood shock value. We don't want tons of gore or tons of graphic scenes. Like, we wanted it to be very psychological. We wanted people to think, and I think it's going to give that really creepy vibe. The best way to describe it is, I think, one of the films that really inspired me with the technique they used for it was Kiss the Girls. I just thought they didn't really show much, but it was just so creepy, and afterward you're like, oh, like I slept with my closet light on. It was just like so perfect the way they did that.
It's a mystery, but is it also a little comedy?
I snuck in a couple little, one or two little liners that are
that's
a little
good,
funny.
because-
I think it's really good to have a little comic relief to take away from the seriousness.
Right, but it's not a dark movie.
It is dark. It's very dark, actually.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yes, it is
So
dark.
Okay, I think that it sounds like you've covered so many bases with this movie, but are there lovers involved in
No,
movie?
there is not.
Except for that, then.
Yeah, Sunblocked had, the romances in there. This, I feel like, in tons of movies, like, oh, the guy and the girl end up, like, falling for each other and stuff like that. We just wanted to focus on, like, the main event and, not get distracted with any romances.
Oh, wow. What else do you plan on doing after this movie?
I haven't decided yet. I'll probably work on another script. I've actually come up with another idea for that. And I might, if I have the time, start working on some of the major movies again. We'll see.
So, and that would be going to auditions?
Yes,
you know,
getting back into the audition swing.
Yeah. But staying local all the time? I mean, I know we have so many movies here.
I, at the moment, have no desire to go to New York or
LA.
LA at the moment. It's just so many people out there competing, and I just think
so many good movies here.
There are. There's plenty of good movies here, and I think Boston as a film community, like the independent scene is amazing. There's so much talent here. There's so many other filmmakers who have movies going on that are amazing, and I think it's really only a matter of time before like the rest of the country and even the world takes notice that Boston is a major player in the film industry.
So do you have an agent, a talent agent?
I do
or
not.
Manager?
I do not.
So you find your own work?
I do. I find my own work, and like I said, I've actually been called by some of the casting agencies in Boston to work on some of them, like The Social Network and What's Your Number I was called for.
Right. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm just wondering if you have anything else that you want to let our viewers know about anything about this movie or any of the other ones.
Yeah, absolutely. We are in works for our website right now. It's going to be launched in the next couple weeks, and it's called astropianofilms.com. It's going to have 2 separate sites attached to it, one for Sunblocked and one for Mark of the Dog Rose, so it's kind of like, 2 birds with 1 stone. Also, we have a Facebook page.
Right, you have to do all that.
Yes. Mark of the Dog Rose, yeah, you got to do them all. We've
all the
just set up a
networking.
Twitter, yep. So we've got Mark of the Dog Rose, the Facebook page, and also I have an actress page on there as well, and you can get my IMDb page, my website on there as well. So yeah, if people could check it out, that would be awesome.
Do you plan on having a rating for this movie?
There's a huge process for that. It's going to be R. It's definitely, I can already tell it's going to be R, and that's probably what they would rate it
so
as.
So it may not be rated, but just so that viewers know.
Exactly,
that
it's not for
take
children.
Your children.
Yeah, it's not for children.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for
It's
having
been
me.
fun to get in your mind and your heart and your soul, as I wanted to share your passion with the viewers.
I appreciate
too.
it.
That's so good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I hope you enjoyed our On the Set show today. That's a wrap.